Hello everybody, my name is Simon de Freitas and my team is conformed by Valentina Diaz, Giampiero Micozzi and Samantha Rodriguez. And we want to show you in this presentation some cultural and general aspects of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, officially known as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is the second largest Arab state behind Algeria and comprises the majority of the Arabian Peninsula, conformed by Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Yemen, Oman, among other countries. The population of the country is estimated to be around 33.55 million persons in 2018. The cultural environment in Saudi Arabia is highly conservative. The country adheres to a strict interpretation of Islamic religious law, called Sharia. Arabic is the official language of Saudi Arabia. Perhaps different dialects are spoken in urban and rural areas of the country. English is widely spoken as it is used in business and is a compulsory second language in schools. Islam is practiced by all Saudis and governs their personal, political, economic, and legal lives. Among certain obligations for Muslims are to pray 5 times a day. Friday is the Muslim holiday. Everything is closed. Many companies also close on Thursday, make it a weekend, Thursday and Friday.
Women in Saudi Arabia are labeled as an inferior gender. They have to wear habayas, are full-length loose robes in public spaces where they interact with men. Also, they can't drive, they can't go to the doctor without their male guardian permission, that almost always is their father, and also they can't pick their husband. In the relationship, the female's freedoms are almost entirely controlled by the husband. Many years ago, women in Saudi Arabia couldn't work. It was forbidden. Now, only the 16% of women population is working, and that's a step forward for them. Men are the ones that have high positions at work, so hierarchy is as expected. Women need permission from a male guardian in order to marry or divorce a man. Typically, a woman's guardian is her father until she marries, and then it falls to her husband. That is a potential obstacle when she seeks divorce. In the absence of these two figures, another male relative must be entrusted to act as her guardian. Sometimes the responsibility falls to a woman's son. 16% of the labor force in Saudi Arabia is now female, yet certain employers still demand that women obtain their guardian's permission to work, and they are not penalized for this requirement. Although women may open their own businesses, they are frequently required to supply character references from men before being granted loans or licenses. Women in Saudi Arabia generally must obtain permission from their male guardian before receiving an elective surgery, but those requirements vary between hospitals. Some hospitals do not require guardian permission for any procedure, while others, particularly public hospitals, require guardian permission for women to receive any form of first surgery or even to be admitted.
Valentina Diaz meeting and greeting. Men and women in Saudi Arabia would not greet each other in public, if not from the same family team member. In general, they tend to handshake with each other and they talk about general things in a conversation. Valentina Diaz communication style. It is common between good friends in Saudi Arabia to have an aggressive body language when they make a conversation. But the truth is that they are very warm people, very polite, and they love to flatter their guests. Being rude is an offense between them. Valentina Diaz personal space. Between sexes in Saudi Arabia, men and women have to remain apart from each other, avoiding eye contact. But in the same sex group, they feel comfortable standing close to one another when they are together. Valentina Diaz taboos. In Saudi Arabia, people don't discuss sex in public. Then they show affection to the opposite sex in public. They don't point at people, and they don't show the sole of their shoes. They also don't wear tight clothing. Valentina Diaz business culture and etiquette tips. Saudi Arabia is a country in which meetings and presentations are opened in the name of God. So, when in a meeting, men and women should keep a conservative, elegant business attire, with a conservative range of colors and a professional look. Valentina Diaz, Business Culture and Etiquette Tips. Titles. Titles within business are usually associated with rank, job title, family, and other factors. As a foreign, you will be called Mr. or Mrs. and your first name.
Saudis are very relaxed with timing, but only with their co-nationals. If you're a foreigner, you're supposed to be on time, especially if you're European or American, and you must not watch your clock during the meeting. What for us means an indirect that we have to go can be an insult in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, it is not correct to speak about religious topics, about the women and her role in society, nor about disputes with other countries that can arouse controversy. If you want to ask for a specific family member, do it generically and ask for the whole family. Arabic people can consider a disrespect to be so specific. In Saudi Arabia, to say hi, you can either grasp hands or kiss the cheek, but that can only be done with people of the same sex. Also, you must give things with your right hand or both hands, never your left hand only, as that is considered an insult. When you're having dinner, you must wash your hands before and after eating and give thanks for the food. In Saudi Arabia, decisions are made slowly, so you must not try to rush the process. The society is really bureaucratic and hierarchical, so most decisions require several layers of approval to accomplish simple tasks. Also, Saudis are known as tough negotiators and they demand a lot of patience in order to work with them. Saudi and law changed the culture, so when you're working with people from Saudi Arabia, it is advisable to reinforce the importance of the agreed upon deadline. Managers reach decisions after many discussions with major stakeholders. Once a decision is reached, it is handed down to subordinates to implement those.
To finalize, we want to leave you here with the references in case that you need or want to search for more information about this interesting country. And we want to thank you all for your attention. We really appreciate it. Have a good day.